Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning for those that have made it to Friday. Good morning. I am Tiffany Empire Impact Ignite. Let me make sure this thing is as clean as it can be. Good morning. So this live is not going to be super duper long. I just wanted to come on here real quick and let you know. One of the things I was thinking about and it is, Friday. It is the busiest day, known to be one of the busiest days that would normally be going on in the barbershop. One of the absolute worst things that a barber can do, that's what I'm about to tell you, is get stuck, okay, behind a chair. One of the absolute worst things you can do to yourself as a barber is get stuck behind a chair. If you ask any millionaire, any billionaire, anybody that grew or scaled their business, they begin to not just work inside of it. That's why you can't afford to get stuck. Guess what? You have to work on your business so it can grow. And if you're stuck in your business, that means your mindset has not grown. Okay? Your mindset has to grow. A lot of times as barbers, um our creative capabilities are capped or get dulled out because we're not getting around sharper individuals. One thing that will get you to growing and get you to going is when you get around people that's lit, people that stay sharp, people that's growing, and people that know. Because one of the things that we don't know as barbers, whether you're new, um, middle ground, or older veteran barber, let me tell you, a lot of barbers still struggle with the business side. So if you don't know the business, guess what? You're gonna have to make time. The time you saying you don't have, you gotta make time to get yourself in an environment that can teach you what you need to learn about doing business. The worst thing you can do is be stuck behind a chair in somebody's head, okay, thinking you the baddest barber, the baddest slayer, the baddest around town. And guess what? That time gonna pass you by. And guess what? It's gonna be somebody else that's bigger than you, badder than you. I mean, most faster than you. So you gotta know how to scale out your business. You gotta know how to really do business and not just, you know, flick that wrist all the time. You got to know what you're doing from behind the chair, and what you do from behind the chair count just as much as you do while you're behind that chair. So, are you maximizing? Is that the plan? Are you maximizing? Are you capitalizing off of your network? Are you networking? Do you feel like you don't have time to network? Are you conversating with your clients? Some of your clients are, well, I mean, they in some type of profession at least, but it be well rounded, amazing individuals. If you got some sense, you probably doing everybody here. You doing the lows of the lows and the highs of the highs. But have you made it your business to go to any of their events that they're having, whether it's even business events, business launch, or you still late because you stuck behind that chair? You can't make it nowhere, and that's why you're still stuck right there. This is the worst thing you can do as a barber. Be stuck behind that chair. This is not the year to be stuck behind that chair. If you got knowledge, if you the best of the best, if you feel like you've made a major impact on the level that you're on, and you just thirsty and you're ready and you're hungry for that next. You hungry for the next breakthrough in your business. You ready to take your brand to the next level, and you might don't know how. You feeling like you just on the hamster wheel, going in a circle, in the hamster wheel. You ain't leveled up yet. You feel like you about to just fall out, fall down. Matter of fact, you done probably went and got about two, three other jobs because what you love to do is now burning you out because it's not bringing in the income that you need. Guess what you need? You need to know how to do business. You're going to need to know how to do what documented billionaire Warren Buffett said do in order to become wealthy or even attain wealth. You're going to have to invest in a second stream of income. If you don't know how to invest, excuse me, if you don't know how to invest, all you know how to do is earn nickel and dime yourself, earn that money, but you don't know what to do with that money. You don't know how to invest that money to make that money grow. so you can know how to earn residual income, you're going to be running the rat race until your legs, your wrists, your feet, those varicose veins, your back tell on you. And even if you go get a warehouse job or work for another company, you know it's really not as fulfilling as it is and as it was when you was doing what you love to do. So how do you do that? How do you do what you love to do on another level? You get a mentor or a coach. You get a mentor or a coach. You get with somebody. You go to some classes. You get the advice. You ask the questions. So that way you can implement the strategies. Implement the strategies. It is psychotic to continue to do the same thing expecting a different result. Okay? It is loco if you keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. If you want to get a different result, you gonna have to get new knowledge. So I want to encourage you, if you are a barber, if you're interested in the industry, if you are a braider, if you're just interested in business, I encourage you to book your Kingdom Coaching business session with me, with your girl. I am Tiffany, Empower, Impact, Ignite. I pray that something that I'm saying is igniting and stirring a fire in you so that way you can do business. Do business the right way. Don't be no barber that is shamed upon, frowned upon. This is an amazing industry. I pride myself in being a barber educator. I pride myself in being a master barber stylist. I pride myself in reaching back to my fellow barbers, my fellow sisters and brothers in the barbering industry. If you have been stuck in your career, this is the year that you just go all in, double or nothing. One of the ways that I was able to grow is I was always willing to learn. My mindset was ready to learn what I needed to learn and do what I needed to do to make sure that I can get done what I was trying to do, especially, you know, back in the day, back in time when I was when I became a mother of one. I knew that I couldn't afford to play. I knew that I had a mouth to feed. I knew that I needed to make sure that I had the credentials that would position me to put me in a place that I can handle my responsibilities, which was my bills. You know what I'm saying? But from that, now a mother of three, I know that I need to have time with my children. So that means I knew I could not afford to not go and get the information that could position me and shift me from behind the chair. I knew that when my sons had games, oh, who gonna be there? Me. Who not gonna let them clients try to control them for no 30, 40, 50, $100 services? Me. So I knew I needed to know business. I knew that I needed to have additional streams of income. I knew that I needed to make sleep money. I knew that I needed residual income. I knew that I needed to work on my business so I didn't have to get stuck in my business. And whenever I did what I did inside of my business, because I love it, I love the people that's in it and the people love what I do. So guess what? Now I'm doing VIP only. When I do it, if I do it, because I worked on my business. I learned business. I learned how to scale what I knew to do. So again, if you don't know how to do it, let me teach you. I am your dynamic instructor. I am Tiffany, Empire Impact Ignite. All barbers, all braiders report to the rocket. It is getting ready for takeoff. It is time for your business to take off. It's time for you to take off that old mindset. Time for you to take off that old mindset and put on a new mindset, okay? It is time to put on your helmet, okay, of salvation. It's going to save you a lot of the heartache when you are older in the industry. Right now I am, good morning, right now I'm going on 35, and my 35-year-old body can't do what my 19-year-old body was doing in the industry. My 35-year-old body, well, I ain't 35 yet, but 34-year-old body can't do what I was doing, working those hours like I was working when I was like 20, 21, 22, 23, busting them down. It don't work like that. So the worst thing you can do as a barber, I just want you to know, is get stuck behind the chair. This is the year that if you want to do business and do it right, and not feel like somebody gonna look down upon you or look down on you, then you want to book your session so we can see how to get your business going. Because if you're not filing taxes, you so stuck behind the chair, you're not filing your taxes. See, I'm your barber sister, so I know what you're doing out there in them streets. You're not filing your taxes, that's not good business. If you have a mindset of fear to feel like you gotta hide what you're doing, that ain't good business. If you're not licensed and you don't have your credentials, that ain't good business. If you're not certified, if you're not continuing getting the education that you need in the areas that you need it, that ain't good business. How you gonna grow your business if you don't know nothing? Okay, so it's your responsibility as the professional to study to show yourself approved. Okay, a workman that will need not be ashamed. Okay, of that hire, so that way the money that you feel like your clients are not willing to pay you, if they see that you're doing things, you going places, you doing things, they already gonna see that you worth what you talking about. The work good, the work gonna speak for itself. But guess what? You gonna get better after you get new knowledge, after you position yourself. Some things that you may want to do, you haven't properly packaged it right. So you may need a whole session on packaging your product, packaging your services, so that way you giving your clients exclusive experiences. Okay, the worst thing you can do is get stuck behind that chair, because guess what? When you burnt out, you operate burned out. You operate with an attitude. You're not operating at your best, and nobody have time to be working with nobody that's not gonna give their best, bring their A game. That's why I made sure I had my little eyebrows filled in today, because I knew that when it come to business, people respect people that respect their business. Okay, and you want to be known as a respectable person, because it's a lot of people doing bad business. So this is the challenge to the barbers. I challenge you to level up in your business. You know, yes, YouTube is cool, YouTube is good, but a lot of things go down in the barbershop. And if your barber brothers ain't gonna help you level up, then you got a barber sister that's here to help you level up, get to the next level. All ladies, all female barbers, let me tell you, it's real sweet. So if that's something you want to do, I definitely want to encourage you and let you know you don't have to be like no sex symbol to get no respect in the industry. You can definitely be about your business, strategize what you want to do, and master the craft. Because let me tell you one thing I know about a female barber. When you blend and when you cut, you not pushing nobody back. I'm just telling you what I know. Because brothers, if y'all push people back, stop doing that. Okay, it's a lot of alopecia and receding hairlines going on, and nobody don't want to deal with all of that. So you need somebody that can understand you, somebody that can understand the struggle. I know what go on behind the chair. You don't want to be chopping everybody up. You don't want to be messing everybody up. You want to have a good name. You want to get the knowledge. You want to get the education, whether it's in business or skill set. So that way you can charge your worth. COVID has honestly made it super easy, and it got people appreciating the barbers more. And that's what I love. So thank God for the pandemic. But now this is your opportunity to do what you need to do to make sure you're building a brand, to make sure that you are a reputable professional, so that way you're not um, feeling like you ain't good enough. That's one of the things that I pride myself on, empowering my barber brothers and sisters, because I met a lady last summer, and she still lacked the confidence of, being a woman in business, trying to do things a certain way to the status quo. And even it's some brothers that's like, well, certain people, they look down on barbers. They feel like they're not smart, they're not educated, they just barbering because they didn't want to go to school or whatever. Let me tell you, it's several different types of ways to learn. Okay, at least 9 different ways of learning. And if you are a barber, that means you like to learn a certain type of way. Some people are still very analytical. Some people are hands-on, which is kinetic. You want to touch it, you want to see it, you want to feel it. And guess what? You don't have to be ashamed of the type of learner that you are, because guess what? Barbers have been around since Moses in them days, since back in the day when Christ was on the scene. So guess what? It is here to last. You gotta have barber pride. You know what I'm saying? Like, be proud of your art, be proud of your craft. And let me tell you, you don't have to be no struggling barber. Not if you know your stuff. If you know your stuff, them people gonna pay you. It don't matter where you want to slay that head at. If you got the wireless clippers, guess what? They'll let you cut their hair out the door in the snow because they know that you know what you're doing, okay? But you got to take yourself serious. And if you don't know how to begin doing that, if you don't have the confidence, if you feel like you just, don't know how to strategize your get up, your get out, then that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, to definitely help you. And I ain't playing with 2022. I made sure that I was able to position myself from behind the chair so I can help my barber brothers and sisters more. And me being with my children more, spending time as a single mom, that is priceless with my children. I don't have to wait. I don't have to beg for nobody to get my child. I don't got to do none of that. I have the time, freedom to do what I need to do for my household. Okay. And then I have enough posture and quality of work to let my clients know, okay, well, as long as you send your deposit, what's going on, Queen? You send your deposit, then these are my availabilities. We can do your VIP session like that. And guess what they saying? Oh, well, that's amazing. I love VIP sessions anyway, because it gives them that time to talk to us. It's COVID going on, so a lot of people don't want to be in that shared environment. I got a student right now that is trying to transition. This honestly is what can help fill in that gap from the transition of a freshly graduated student to that's just like, oh, how I'm gonna build my clientele, oh, how I'm gonna get in the industry, how I'm gonna work. Let me tell you, when you're working with somebody that already got the blueprint to it, it saves you a lot of heartache, because guess what? Everything you're trying to figure out, you can easily transition into what it is you're trying to do without all the heartache, the suffering, and the pain. Because let me tell you, it ain't easy building no business. And I teach in my Break Like a Boss. That's my signature course. In my customer service section, is like, you gotta have like a level of assertion. You gotta still serve the customers good, but you gotta like, be like, this what it is. This is how we operate over here. All due respect, because if not, then you gonna get ran over. And people don't, you don't want to be disrespected. I done seen where barbers get disrespected. People disrespecting they stylists, they barber, want to fight you and all that. Oh, the devil is a liar. So you want to make sure that you have enough posture, enough intelligence, enough tact, and you operate in the right way. So that way, if somebody's sidestepping, you know how to, bring it back in line, and you know that it's okay to let that client go. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. The worst thing you can do is get stuck behind the chair, because I don't watch people that felt like they were stuck behind the chair and that this was all they had. This is their only way they eating, and that thing feel like a prison. Like you supposed to be free, time free, making the money, excited, passionate about what you're doing, and you over there bound because of your clients. But don't say I ain't told you. I gotta go, because I got another session. I'm your favorite Kingdom Life and Business coach. I got another session. So I just wanted to come on here, hop on here real quick with y'all on this good old Friday. So if you behind that chair and your feet hurting and they thumping and your back hurt, you're going to begin to think about me. And all I want you to do is go to iamtiffany.org. The link is in the bio, okay? Or comment 777, or let me, I just need you to fill out that contact form, really, so I can have your email and phone number. And then we can figure out how to strategize your winning game plan and get you from behind that chair, or at least not behind that chair as much, because you need additional streams of income. You need to know how to make, you need to know how to be a business owner. You need to own your business, period, point blank. Okay, you need to own your business. Don't just be doing no hair. Don't be just cutting no hair. Don't do, just do, be. Okay, so thank y'all so much. I'll catch y'all later. Let me know if it's some other topics that you want me to talk about when it comes to business. But Friday, y'all already know everything lit, 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 lit.